Okay, so today we want to put up a solexx greenhouse. It's an 8-foot by 8-foot early bloomer, and it is for Martin. There he is in the background. Alright, and so here it comes. It's 3 boxes, and there's very few tools we need, just a screw gun, caulk gun, and some small screwdriver and other tools. Okay, so we're unpacking the solexx covering first, and we'll put it in the sun upside down so it can flatten in the sun, and then what we'll do is we'll caulk the ends so the caulk can dry. So here's the parts for the frame. They are color coded, the pipes, and then here we got our fittings. So here's all our metal crosses and T's and corners, and the PVC fittings over there. And now we are starting with the top ridge frame that we will assemble here with 2 metal crosses, 2 metal T's, and a long piece of composite tubing. Okay, so we prepare the metal pieces here, and then we slide the T all the way to about the proper distance here, 30 inches. That's good right there. And the next one also about like that. That's good. And now we put the T piece right on there on the other end. Yeah, like that. Goes right on there. That's correct. All the way. And tighten. Lay it down flat and tighten that eye bolt. And so there it is, our first piece. So we want to adjust the base frame here, and we want to always measure from the inside of the tube to the center of the other side, and it's in this case 92 3/4, and we adjust all the corners for the correct measurements. So now we're attaching the snap ties to the base frame, and there's a good trick here. So we stick a small piece of pipe in there, and then we have the top ridge piece right next to it, and that's how it gets lined up. And you put it in by just stepping on it and getting it in there. There it is. And then we line that right up with the cross, with the metal cross here of the top ridge piece, which we have put right next to it. And one more right there, and Martin's gonna put that in there and put that short piece of pipe in it, and then he'll just step on it, and that's how you get that snap tie right over the base here. Snaps right in there, and it's lined up perfectly with the T. Okay, so now we're putting it all together here. We got our base frame, we got the ridge piece, and we got our 8 pieces here now. We marked 2 1/4 inches near the end on all those 8 pieces, which are our ribs. And now we'll take one. You want to take one, Martin, and stick it right into the corner with the marked end up. So the marked end up, pointing up. So that goes right in there. And like that. And now we do a few more. I guess we need to... Okay, now we're putting the ribs into the top ridge right here, and maybe we do have to mark it there actually, Martin, I think. I have the feeling. And we forgot that, so we still have to mark them before, so we know how, otherwise it might not be right. So now we have all the ribs up and the top ridge, and we tighten all the eye bolts here. Pretty snug now with the screwdriver. So and the next thing will be the end walls. Okay, so we squared the front end wall with the two orange straps and made sure we have the same diagonal measure on the door frame rough opening here. And now we'll put one of those first pieces of our covering up and we tack that on, and then we'll do the door. Okay, so we framed and squared the door opening here. Now we're permanently attaching the solexx on the front end wall here, about every 6 to 9 inches of screw. And we got the door already hung, make sure it fits, and now we're cutting around the rib here with just a sharp knife. Okay, so we did the back wall, the front wall with the door, and now we're doing the back wall with the window, and then we'll only have to attach the hoop sides. So we attached the door latch here and the handle and got it all adjusted. That was kind of like a little bit of a chore and very time consuming. We also have the window and with the solar opener, but we leave the cylinder out right now for the winter. But this is pretty neat right here. So it just pushes like that, open, and then it closes like that. And that's good. So this is our tie downs here. We try and screw them like an auger into the hard soil here on that corner. And it's kind of hard, but what we might do is we might move that greenhouse over, and then we have more leverage to really turn that thing. And then we'll attach the other hooks to these augers here, and that should be good. Okay, we got 2 sheets up, and that all works really easy. 2 more to go, and we're just screwing the edges here and slid the H channel in there, and now we'll do that on top, and we'll just keep screwing about every 6 inches on the edges here. Through. Okay, so that goes in, the last little bit maybe with a mallet, and there we go, just a bit more. And here's that mallet right there. Okay, and that's our last sheet, and we're just gonna screw that in, and we are just about done, except for the corner trim there. And voila, we are all done here. Everything, a little bit more of the corner trim, the U-trim here has to be put on, but we let that caulk that we put into the end of the flutes here dry first. And there it is, your little 8-foot greenhouse. Okay.